According to GSMA, the global trade body for mobile network operators, the number of African mobile phone users has grown by nearly 20% every year since 2007, with this technology having a trickle-down impact through its use in the African community context.
Technology in the African context is interesting that we have a huge number, probably I'd say 70%, who are, if it was not to be politically correct, who are poor. Living under $1 a day with no electricity, no all that. But then the interesting thing is they have access to a mobile phone, which is, one would think, is a huge anomaly. And that mobile phone is being used to solve their current problems, whether it was banking, the success of M-Pesa, job creation with an app by a Kenyan developer who did it in South Africa, called Umeli. And those for me are two examples of taking a huge number of people who would probably fall between the cracks and who are representative of Africa as a whole, and using technology to solve their problems. So while the urban parts of Africa, if you are talking about maybe Lagos, Abuja, Nairobi, Kenya, and South Africa, may have smartphone-ready applications and a huge influx of fast internet speeds and Android and all that, and they're meeting a growing middle class need. The huger African audience is still getting their problems solved by the tech sector. There's feature phones that are allowing things that were not possible before: education, farming, and banking.
From world's well-known money transfer system M-Pesa, which has revolutionized Kenya's financial sector, to crowd map sourcing application Ushahidi, among others, the upsurge of mobile application developments is a clear indication that Africa at large is a vibrant emerging technology hub.
I think Africa is the place to be, and that's because of a lot of things that are disruptive, in the sense that there's mobile money, there's an influx of cheap mobile phones that are smartphones. Data access rates are very affordable here, and there's a lot of creativity and a huge renaissance of African content. So I think those things are driving and are probably the driving force of where the ICT industry is going, not only in Kenya but across the board.
If we look at the success of Instagram, for example, they chose mobile and mobile only to start off. And from their offering, they were able to grow organically. And I think it really is important for individuals that have developed a product, or businesses that have developed a product, to play to their strengths. You know, what is your market doing? What are your consumers doing? And I think we live in a very exciting time in Africa with the uptake of mobile, both from a feature phone to smartphone, the evolution in those different technologies. And it's a really exciting space, and playing to your strength is always what we recommend.
Most of these applications are geared towards problem solving and targeting more on the financial and agricultural sectors. However, mobile video application is also gaining traction, though at a slower pace.
Well, it's very simple. It just has to do with the technology. Mobile video is very heavy compared to text or compared to the banking industry. You have some technological things to take care of. So bandwidth needs to be strong enough to support it. The devices need to be enabled for video. 3G is kind of something that you need to have in order to be able to play video. So these are things that will improve with time, and we will get there. But already, as a web and mobile video on demand platform, Buni TV has gotten great numbers in Africa. So I do not agree that it's slow. It's actually happening as we are speaking.
But with a robust technology environment comes challenges of developing applications molded to generate income and also scalable across the world.
We live in a space where there is a lot of noise in the online space. So there are a lot of apps, there are a lot of websites, and that is really where the challenge that a lot of techies have, is that they've come up with a great product, but how do they tell people about that? And our process is to speak to the relevant influencers and people that will find that technology interesting. And it's all about networking. Even though that we've become a digital society, you know, we crave human interaction. And it's very important to get the right people to know about your business, your product, your service, so that they in turn can tell their friends. And that's where you start off that initial stage of spreading something virally.
Looking at a business plan first, as opposed to a great idea that's solving a problem, is not the way to go. I'd prefer to look at a good idea that seeks an opportunity that solves a problem. as opposed to looking at it that we have put in a cash injection of $10,000, basic minimum, it must give us $10,001. The tech industry, being a bit of a creative industry, does not run like that. And if you look at the successes that have come before, I've built on great ideas, solving problems with green users who then are able to capitalize on the huge user base.
Going forward, as Kenya in Africa embraces the widespread opportunities mobile technology has to offer, as one techie puts it, we do not need gaming applications, but those which can help locate water points and food baskets, helping solve everyday problems will be a welcome mobile technology advancement. For Eye on Kenya, I am Loise Wachira.